Hello, little one. Do you still remember the story of a little horse crosses the river? After the little horse named Timmy bravely crossed the river, he continued his journey to the mill to get a bag of grain, as his mother asked him to do. Timmy felt so proud as he headed off to the mill. As he approached the old mill, Timmy's heart pounded with excitement and a little bit of nervousness. This was his first important mission all by himself. As Timmy reached the mill, the large wooden doors creaked open. The mill workers greeted him with smiles and praise. One worker offered him a drink of water. Timmy drank gratefully, his heart swelling with happiness as he heard the workers praise his bravery. Just then, a mill worker named Mr. Oliver stepped out with a warm smile.
Well, look who it is, little horse Timmy, isn't it?
Mr. Oliver said cheerfully.
How can I help you today?
Timmy puffed out his chest, trying to sound grown up.
I am here to pick up a bag of grain for my family,
he said, his voice a little shaky but determined. Mr. Oliver chuckled softly and patted Timmy on the head.
Of course, you're a brave little horse, aren't you? Let me get that for you.
Mr. Oliver carefully placed a bag of grain on Timmy's back and secured it with straps. Timmy felt the weight on his back, but also a sense of responsibility.
Thank you,
he said, and with a deep breath, he began his journey back home. The path home was long and winding, so Timmy took careful steps. But as he walked near a small hill, his hoof slipped on a loose stone, and before he knew it, he lost his footing. Timmy tumbled to the ground, and with a loud thud, the bag of grain burst open. The golden grains spilled out, scattering all over the path. Timmy's heart sank as he stared at the mess in front of him. "Oh no," Timmy cried, his voice trembling. He felt tears welling up. What am I going to do now? Timmy looked around, but there was no one in sight. He felt alone and helpless. But then, a voice inside him whispered, "You can do it. Just ask for help." Gathering all his courage, Timmy called out,
help! Can anyone help me, please?
At first, there was no response, and Timmy's heart began to sink again. But then, as he walked toward a barn, he saw an old mare named Daisy and a farmer named Mr. Tom nearby. They had heard Timmy's call and came to see what was wrong.
What happened, little one?
Daisy asked kindly. Timmy explained everything, his voice still shaky but trying to be brave.
I slipped, and the bag broke. I don't know what to do,
Daisy said gently.
Don't worry. We all make mistakes, but it's important that you ask for help. That's very brave of you. Let's get help.
Mr. Tom went to the barn and brought 2 new bags. He helped gather the scattered grains and place them into the bags. Timmy felt a little more confident as Mr. Tom balanced them on his back. "Thank you," Timmy said gratefully. "I couldn't have done it without you." Mr. Tom patted Timmy on the back and smiled warmly.
You're welcome. Remember, it's okay to ask for help when you need it. That's how we all grow stronger.
Mr. Tom and Daisy stood at the top of the small hill, watching as Timmy headed home. When Timmy arrived, his mother warmly welcomed him.
We're so proud of you,
His mother said, nuzzling him affectionately.
not just for bringing the grain home, but for being brave enough to ask for help when you needed it.
Timmy beamed with pride. He had completed his mission, not just by delivering the grain, but by learning a valuable lesson about courage and the strength it takes to seek help. From that day on, Timmy knew that no matter how small he felt, he could always gather his courage to overcome any challenge.